Stand by. Opening B, then coming to camera 2. Where you?
Now, in high definition, you're watching.
Stand by camera 2. Michael, they're up.
Good evening. In the news tonight, we're going to get to the South Carolina primary in just a moment. But first,
Where's
breaking
Steve?
news on Savannah's south side.
A suspect briefly escaping police custody tonight. Officials at St. George's
Sutton
Hospital
P2.
say that the suspect came in with the Fort Worth police after complained about some sort
Sutton
of health
P2.
issue. Then the suspect somehow managed to get away from officers, only briefly, when he walked out of the emergency room. A Fort Worth detective stopped him right in the parking lot.
Track 2.
The number one thing that the detective wanted was
VO tag back on camera 2 out of this.
to come out of the hospital.
2 pan left just a
eliminate
little
the
bit.
threat from inside the emergency
Thank you.
department.
Michael.
We understand this all started when the suspect turned himself in on outstanding warrants today.
Stand by camera
He is
2.
back in jail tonight.
They're
Well,
up.
the polls are closed. The vote's in for South Carolina's first
I'll go to a stinger.
primary.
And it looks like Elizabeth Colbert Bush won the Democratic
In
nomination
boxes.
with more than 13,000 votes.
And no surprise, the
Racing.
Republicans face a run.
Mike
Low
Johnson.
Country reporter Jonathan
Stand by,
Burton
Jonathan,
joins us
full.
live now via FaceTime from the Beaufort County Board of Elections and Registration Office.
Hey, God, Mike. It looks like there's
He's up full.
will be a runoff. Now,
VO and
who that
P3.
runoff between, we're not sure. We know that Mark Sanford received most of the votes, and right now Curtis Bostic looks like he might be a part of that runoff. That he is 1% away with Larry Grooms. Larry Grooms has about more than 6,000 votes, and Curtis Bostic has about 7,000 votes. I spoke to Curtis Bostic earlier today.
up full.
He said he was expecting to win this
Sutton P1.
and face Mark Sanford in the coming runoff in 2 weeks.
Track 1.
You know, what has made our campaign different has been our grassroots effort. We have
Back
surprised
on
them
iPad.
all with that effort. You know, lots of them raised money, lots of them had name recognition, but were committed, passionate people who poured themselves out for this campaign. So it's been a fun 3 months. It's been exciting to see our movement grow. We are going to be the second to Sanford, according to polls
Nah.
and things that we've
They
seen.
said they couldn't hear him. I think he's
And
doing a
we're
shot
one
for
of the
somebody else.
teams.
Yeah. Michael. He's up.
Now, voter turnout today was lower than expected.
If they ever call you,
And
then I
right
guess
now,
we win.
only 15%
If
of
they
the
call you.
voters in the first district voted in this
Tag
election.
boxes, then back on camera 2.
And whoever wins this runoff in 2 weeks on April 2nd, they will face Elizabeth Colbert Bush, and then that for the general election, which is in May. Of course, you can see
Mike,
the
though.
rest of the
Yeah.
votes from today's election on our website.
Stand by camera 2.
Back to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Jonathan. We'll be watching this one very closely.
They're up.
Now, we will have
VO
a
and
live
P2.
report from Mark Sanford's watch party in just a moment. But first, as Jonathan said, Elizabeth Colbert Bush clinched the Democratic nomination, and of course, we're going to hear a little bit from her.
What's up?
There she is right
Yes,
there.
sir. Cool.
It's a landslide win over challenger Ben
Right down
Frazier.
right there, man.
Colbert is
Sutton P3.
Stephen Colbert's sister, and he hit the campaign trail to help.
He just got
Now,
done with his
she
other-
says this
his,
is just the beginning. Looking at the next several
Sutton
weeks,
P3.
she's talking about her campaign priorities, jobs, education, and reducing
2 pan left a
the
little bit for me.
deficit. She says she's going to use her negotiating
That's
skills to work across the aisle.
Track 3. What's
Some
up?
people don't like Barack Obama.
You know what you want to do?
Some people don't like John Boehner. But the bottom line is we have to get over it. The bottom line is we have to learn to talk to each other. We have to reach across the aisles.
Mike.
Now she is then getting ready for the general election, and that comes up.
Stand by
May
camera 2.
7th.
They're up.
As we said, Mark Sanford is a definite for the Republican runoff.
Stand by
Bill
boxes.
Sharp from our Charleston sister
Mike Bill.
station joins us
Oof.
live from the
Stand by
Sanford
FS3
Victory
full.
Party.
Bill Sanford is pretty confident in the second shot of the political life.
Oh, he's just a happy camper tonight, Dawn. And
He's up
Mike,
full.
He says he's been given a
VO and
second
P1.
chance, and he says he's humbled by the victory. By the way, he buried the competition. Now, listen to what former governor, former Congressman Sanford said just a few minutes ago
Side
right
P2.
here in
All right.
downtown Charleston at his victory party. Here it is.
Track 2. What's up?
I'm incredibly humbled by the trust that's been placed in me and in this campaign based on the ideas it's been based on since it began just a very few short months ago.
Michael.
That was Mark
He's up
Sanford in his victory comments about an hour ago.
Tag boxes.
Now it's on to the runoff.
The Dawn will be sending
Mark
on one.
Sanford said he's not going to do anything differently
Yes.
when he faces either Larry Grooms, a state senator, or Curtis Bostic, a former Charleston County council member. If he wins
Actually,
the
let's stay
runoff,
two for a
then he
second, and then
faces
Dawn
the
will turn one.
Democrat Elizabeth Colbert Bush in the general election on May
Is this an
7th.
iPad?
She, of course, the sister of famous comedian Stephen Colbert. He pronounces it Colbert. She pronounces her name Colbert Bush. I'll throw it back to you
Mike
in
them.
the studio.
Stand by camera
I
2.
want you to ask her if you get to meet her, which one's right? Is he just playing a character on TV?
You know, your guess is
You
as
good?
good as
Okay.
mine.
Go on the iPad out of this.
She is something else. She is an
Stand by,
impressive
PS3.
lady in her own right.
He's up full.
It's going to be quite a race if
Stand by
Sanford
boxes.
gets past the primary. He hadn't
Mike.
done that yet.
Stand by iPad.
For the latest
iPad's up full. Go on to camera 1 out of this.
site, WTOC.com.
Stand by camera 1.
Take a live look at the link right there on the homepage.
Sorry, man. She's up.
The Beaufort County Board
VOP
of
3.
Education unanimously approving a 5-year contract with its new superintendent tonight. Jeffrey
up, fool?
Moss will have a base salary of
Back on camera 3 on this.
$200,000. He is scheduled to begin work on July 1st. The board says Moss will have periodic trips to the district over the next few months.
3 pan right just a little bit for me.
Familiarizing himself with his new
a tad.
position
Thank you.
and to
Stand by camera
provide
3.
input with the board as they develop the district's 2013-2014 budget.
He's up full.
Folks across the southeast
VOP
are
1.
clean up after last night's storm. Take a look at
What's
these
up?
pictures from Evans County. A tree
Back on camera
fell
1
on a
out of
house
this.
on Church Street in Claxton. American Red Cross says they're helping the 2 adults and 3 children who lived in the home, giving them some temporary shelter. The house is badly damaged. The good
Stand by
news
camera
is
1.
nobody hurt.
She's up.
Well, hail and
Packaging
strong wind
P2.
caused quite a mess around South Georgia and South Carolina last night. Linda Figueredo takes us to Scriven County, where the storm tore off a roof at the Georgia Wilderness Outfitters in Sylvania.
Track 2. So 3, go ahead and take it to weather.
Something I never heard before. It's like freight trains coming through, wind blowing like I don't know what, hail about the size of drop balls.
Donna tag 1. And I go to boxes with John.
Jimmy Bennett, owner of Georgia Wilderness Outfitters, says the fierce winds and large hail proved to be too strong for the metal roof that covered this strip of businesses off North Main Street in Sylvania.
We had a microburst in the hailstorm last night and it ripped the roof from the front
Jimmy got
back
John's
off
back
of the
right now.
store and ruined. It hit Rockstar
Okay.
Graphics, A1 Beauty.
1 minute left in this
And,
package.
we've been here today trying to get the power back on and getting ready to put a new roof on.
Power crews were able to restore power just before 4 this afternoon. The line not only fed these businesses, but hundreds of homes and even the middle school. It's for that reason school was canceled in Scriven County for the day.
The power pole behind on our building snapped, and when it did, it pulled the poles, pulled the cables back, and snatched everything down in a line like dominoes. And so the city's been up since 9 o'clock last night trying to get all the power to the entire city back up again.
30 seconds left in
With
this
power
package.
being out for most of the day and debris scattered all over the alley, these businesses are taking a hit.
It puts me off opening this week. Here's my business sales for this week. But we should be open and ready for business for turkey season starting this weekend by Friday.
15.
We got a good crew working for us.
Crews are working
Turkey
around the
season.
clock to get the roof back on and the businesses back open.
Stand by camera 1.
In Sylvania, Linda Figueredo, WTOC News.
Micah. She's up.
And of course, the students will return back
Stand
to
by
school
boxes.
in Scriven County tomorrow.
Mike them all.
Well,
They're
more
up.
peaceful
Stand by
tomorrow.
camera 3 full.
Meteorologist John Weatherby joins us.
All right, John, what's ahead for us?
Well, Sylvania is very quiet for tonight. If you look up in Scriven County, and
John's full.
First Alert Live Doppler Max 11 radar is all clear across the area, and just some high clouds working their way into Georgia now from the next rainmaker, which is due later in the week. But tonight we're all clear, nothing to worry about there. Temperatures now with the clear skies will cool more quickly, like at Statesboro 52. We're still 61 degrees at Savannah, 55 degrees currently Hilton Head Island. And look at these wind gusts we had earlier today. Pushing in that dry
Tag
air.
boxes,
Wind gusts
back
of
on camera
23
2.
miles
T's
an hour
P3 to
earlier
P1.
in the day in Savannah. Now, here's your first planner for tomorrow. We'll start at
Mark,
5
go ahead,
a.m. with
scroll up,
clouds
man. I
continuing
don't
to
have a
thick and
T script.
51
I want to
degrees.
see it. Okay,
A
cool,
cooler
cool.
start
Thank you, man.
indeed, 47 at 8 o'clock, 57 by 11 with a northeast
Stand by
breeze.
boxes.
There is a chance of showers. When does that start? First alert
Mike them.
forecast. That's
Stand by camera 2.
All right, thanks a lot, John.
Well, you always
Music.
have to expect the unexpected, especially
Ortiz.
suspects in the middle of the night. But this is new even for veterans. We'll explain the discovery in a few minutes.
So,
But first, getting to know the new Pope will take you to the welcome.
we're going to break out of this. Good night. Fade to break.